Hello, Quad Flying Fun here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the WLToys F959 glider, motorized glider. And I know this is not a quad, but I like fixed wing aircraft too, and saw one of these and was interested in purchasing one. I wanted to try it out and see how I liked it, see how it flies. And I test everything before I do my reviews on them, so I can kind of get a feel for it and get an idea. And I hadn't flown fixed wing for a while, so I wanted to fly this a little bit before I did my review on it. And one issue that I had with it was the propeller that was on it. The original propeller was plastic. You can see I actually modified this one, and I've got what happened. These little motors, these little brush motors in here will heat up. And I was flying it during, I mean, it was kind of hot when I did my initial review, 85 degrees or so, and the motor got so hot that it actually softened the plastic enough on this prop that it actually came off in the air. I was flying, I've actually lost two of them. I lost one over here, just over top of these trees, and I lost another one down in the yard here somewhere, and I couldn't find either one of them. Luckily, when I lost the first one, I ordered two, so I had one left still. And I just thought better of it, and I figured out what was going on with it, so I just went ahead and ordered this prop adapter. You can get them on eBay for like $5 or $6. Now what you have to do, these have a spinner on them, and they're about that long in the stock form. What I did, I took the spinner off, pulled it off, and just basically there's a hole in the center that fits on the shaft. It's 1.5 millimeters, or I think it was 102 or 112 thousandths of an inch. That's the drill bit I used to drill it out with, though. But I just put it in I've got a drill press, and actually the best way to do it would be put it in a lathe. If you got a small lathe, and drill it right down the center. And I drilled it out so that it would fit on here. Okay, that's where the 112 thousandths comes from. I drilled that hole out. It was 1.5 millimeter. I drilled it out so that it would fit on this. And I think it's 3 millimeters out here on this shaft. And ever since I did that, the motor pitch has changed, and it doesn't seem to have quite the vibration in it. I don't know if they missed the center line of it just a little bit, but it seemed, I flew it the day that I got it back together, and it actually flew well, and it didn't make the noise, and the motor didn't seem to be hot at all. Now granted, we're in the fall now, and it's cooled down quite a bit, so that might be the reason why. But with that said, let's get going here, because this guy will stay in the air for quite a while. Got a beautiful day out here, just slight wind. I think it's coming out of the north. I can't actually feel anything hitting me right now, but I think it'll be a good day to get this guy up in the air and fly a little bit. And from what I've flown, it's a good flyer. Doesn't have any ailerons, but you can still bank it by using the rudder and elevator. You can still get it to bank, and I'll show that when I get it up in the air. But battery's down in here. You have to make sure you shove that all the way forward in the battery compartment, or she'll pitch up on you. And actually, I taped a penny down in the bottom of it down here to give it a little bit more weight. It's under power. It has so much lift that it just picks the nose right up. So I put a little bit more weight in there to help stabilize it a little bit and not have it do that. But other than that, it's a good little flyer, and I really enjoy flying it. I just had that initial problem with the props coming off when the motor would heat up, but seems that I've taken care of that problem, and all is well now. So let's get this guy plugged in. Now this particular model does not have any automatic stabilization. You have to fly this guy. I mean, there's nothing to stabilize it and keep it flying in a upright and stable position. So let's get him plugged in here. Now you can see it's got a 7.4 volt battery in it, and it's got a plug on it like a 3.7 volt, which I'm not real fond of, but it has a balance charger for a 7 volt charger, so that's a good thing. So let's get him plugged in here. Now this little canopy just snaps right in place, just tucks right in here, and you just push down on it like that, and she snaps right in place, and she's good to go. So let's get our transmitter turned on, do our pre-flight check. Okay, she's bound. Let's check our rudder. Yes, we have rudder. We have elevator. Let's check our motor. Yep, we got good motors, so let's fly. Let's get this guy in the air. Have some fun here. Yeah, I got a little bit of wind out of the northeast here, so let's get this guy going. Now I have to really watch here where I'm at because I have a lot of trees. Cut back on the power just a little bit. I have a lot of trees here, so I have to be real careful and keep them up. Like I said, this is a good little flyer. I really enjoy flying it. I got that motor problem fixed, and let's do a loop. Oh yeah. Now this thing will glide forever if you, let's get some altitude here, and we'll let her glide just a little bit. That's what it's primarily for, is a glider. Oh, stalled him out. And I'm not real good at flying it yet, as you can tell. Oop. Okay, let's cut power and just glide. See if I can turn into that wind and kind of maintain my speed a little bit. Getting around a tree there, I want to get away from that. That's the thing, I'm at where my residence, and I got a lot of trees around here, so flying fixed wing is a challenge. You get into them trees and you can't climb and turn like you can with a quad or a helicopter. You get in trouble in a hurry. So I've got it down now. I'm probably only just a little less than half throttle, and you see this thing just stays in the air effortlessly. Really enjoy flying this plane. I'm going to put a camera on it. I get brave enough, I get good enough flying that I might even try doing some FPV, but I may have to go somewhere besides right here, because I got, like I said, I got too many trees around me. See, there's a little bit of wind today, but this guy flies nice. I really enjoy flying it. Let's give him a little more throttle here, get a little speed up. I don't really know what the max duration of flight is with this guy, because I had so much trouble with it. I guess you get good enough oh. Yeah, my motor cut, so I think my battery's gone. Let's go ahead and get her down here and land her. Oh, come on. Oh, oh, and got her down. That's another thing I'm not real good at yet, is landing a fixed wing aircraft, because I'm used to quads and they're so easy to land. You just bring them in and hover them and let them come down to you, and flying fixed wings a little bit different than that. But I've been lucky so far. Even when the prop come off of it, I did the same thing at the one day it come off down in the yard. I just turned and landed right down here with it, and had no problem. I had to come this way because that's the way the wind's coming right now. So I have to say, I think I damaged my battery a little bit on this guy. That's why she didn't stay in the air very long there. I was flying it one day, and it had an encounter with that tree back there in the backyard, and actually I thought I'd lost it. It was stuck clear up in the top of it, but luckily it blew it down out of there, but the battery went all the way dead. And when that happens, these LiPo batteries, usually they won't even charge, but I got parts on, or a battery on order, but I wanted to get this thing back in the air, and I tried charging it a couple days ago, and it charged back up, so I just figured, what the heck, I'll just fly it. Even if the performance was cut a little bit, I'd fly it. And with the cut performance, you can see it still flew rather well. Flight time was a little bit low, but that's okay. I'll just keep working doing that until I get my new battery. But all in all, I'll tell you, for the money, I think, can't remember exactly what I paid for this guy. I think it was I think $65, but if you're just getting in to flying fixed wing and you want something that's nice, kind of slow and stable and you can work with, this is the guy to get, because it's very inexpensive. Other than that prop problem that I had initially, that's really the only problem I've had with it, and I really enjoy it, and I'm flying it, and I really like it. So let me get this guy unplugged here so we can take the battery back in, put it on charge. But if you like that, give me a big thumbs up, and I sure enjoyed it. I really like flying this guy, and I hope everybody enjoyed that. Until next time, see ya. Bye.